Hey guys, Turkey's Clocks here with another set of NFL predictions. This time it's Week 10. We're going to be picking... Okay, so here we go. Tonight we have the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Miami Dolphins at Hard Rock Stadium. I'm going to be picking the Ravens. They just came off a bye. They just came off a big win against Minnesota last week. I almost said bye, but speaking of byes, the teams that are on bye this week are the Cincinnati Bengals, the Chicago Bears, the Houston Texans, and the New York Giants. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm going to be picking the Ravens for this one. So, yeah. They just came off a big win against the Minnesota Vikings, and the Dolphins just came off a win against the Houston Texans, but it wasn't a very convincing win. So they're currently 2-7, and the Ravens will be probably 7-2 after this week, and the Dolphins will be 2-8 after this week. So, yeah. The New Orleans Saints, what's up? Take on the Tennessee Titans. I'm going to be picking the Titans. They just came off a big win against the Rams. Even without King Henry, I think they can make some noise in the AFC. They're at the very top of the AFC right now. So they can probably make some noise in the playoffs. So we'll see them in the playoffs really soon. Week 10 is usually the week where the first teams get eliminated. And Detroit just came off a bye, so they could probably get eliminated in the playoffs. Going 0-9. We'll get to your team in a minute. You're not going to the Super Bowl. You're not going to the Super Bowl. Anyway, I'm picking the Titans for this one. This is at Nissan Stadium. The Buffalo Bills take on the New York Jets at MetLife. So this is going to be at MetLife Stadium, and it's going to be the Bills. They just came off a loss to the Jaguars. They're currently 5-3. They have the division lead right now, but they're tied. They have a three-way tie with the. No, wait, it's a tie with the New England Patriots. So they're currently 5-4. So they could probably make some noise in the AFC as well. Anyway, the Bills, I think they'll make the playoffs. They did last year. I mean, they made it to the AFC Championship game against the Kansas City Chiefs, and they lost in the Super Bowl to the Bucs. And we lost in the Super Bowl to the Bucs, I should say. Excuse me. Gotta sneeze again. Maybe. What's up with you? Excuse me. I am going to be picking the Bills. They'll be 6-3 after this week, and the Jets will be 2-7 because they're currently 2-6. They beat the Bengals and they also beat the Titans. So, and they just lost to the Colts last week on Thursday night. So, yeah, I'm picking the Bills. The Detroit Lions, who just came off a bye and are still winless, are taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers at Heinz Field. Oh, by the way. Yeah. So, I'm going to be saying the Steelers. They just came off a win against the Bears, and it was a very convincing win. It was there were many penalties involved, but, you know, it was still a great game for the Steelers nonetheless. They're currently 5-3 and are trying to push for the AFC North title again. And the Detroit Lions are still winless, so I'm picking the Steelers. They'll be 0-9. and the Steelers will be 6-3.
What we got?
What's up with you? The Jacksonville Jaguars take on the Indianapolis Colts. And I'm going to be picking the Colts for this one. I know they play the Colts back in Week 18 as well. So I know they did again in the last week of the season last year, and they lost to the Colts. Colts went 11-5, went to the playoffs, got curb stomped by the Bills in the wild card game. So, yeah, I'm picking the Colts for this one. Though the Jaguars won last week against Buffalo, I still think that the Colts will come out with a win here. So it's going to be the Colts against the Jaguars. Here's a rematch of the NFC wildcard game on Saturday night, I believe. It was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Washington football team. But it's at FedEx Field. Oh, by the way, the Jags and the Colts is going to be at Lucas Oil Stadium. So they'll have another home game for this week. Washington will have a home game. Buccaneers just came off a bye week. They last time they went through the bye with a loss to the Saints back in Week 8. So I'm going to be picking the Bucs. I know they beat Washington back in the playoffs. So they're going to do it again. They're going to beat the Washington football team again here. So yeah. I'm picking the Bucs. They will be, what are they right now? What are they, 6-2? They'll be 7-2 after this week. And Washington, who also came off a bye, will be 2-7, unfortunately. They'll be in the basement of the NFC East. Though they won the NFC East last year, it's probably going to be the Cowboys, looks like. The Cleveland Browns take on the New England Patriots at Gillette Stadium. It's going to be the Browns for this one. The Browns will improve to 6. No, wait. Are they 5-4? They're going to be 6-4. And New England is going to be 5-5. But, I think they'll come back and they're going to probably make a playoff push. So, yeah, I'm picking the Browns here. Last time these two teams squared off, the Falcons blew a 20-point lead against none other than the Dallas Cowboys. These two teams will square off again at AT&T Stadium. And it's going to be the Cowboys that's going to have home field advantage. The Falcons are going to choke a lead. They almost did against the Saints last week. But, yeah, it's going to be the Cowboys for this one. They'll improve to 7-2. And the Falcons will be... What are they, 4-4? So they'll be 4-5 after this. The Carolina Panthers take on the Arizona Cardinals, and I'm going to pick the Cardinals. Though there was some big news this morning, Cam Newton is coming back to the team, so he has a 1-year deal with the Panthers, so he'll probably make his return to Carolina. So yeah, I'm picking the Cardinals though. I mean, they still do look convincing. They are at the very top of the NFC at 8-1, and they can probably go 9-1 here. Their bye week is very late as well. So yeah, I'm picking the Cards. All right, the next game, the Minnesota Vikings take on the Los Angeles Chargers, and the Vikings just came up with a loss against the Ravens last week, and the Chargers, I think, came out with a win. I think they're currently... No, I'm not. No. I'm doing NFL predictions for this week. No, you're fine. Anyway, I'm going to be picking the Chargers. I think they just won against the Eagles last week. So they're currently 5-3. They'll be 6-3. And I think and they do have the division lead over the Raiders, who lost to the Giants this past week. So I'm going to be picking the Chargers going 6-3, and the Vikings, they will be 3-6. 3-6. So, picking the Chargers. The Seattle Seahawks take on the Green Bay Packers. And I'm going to be picking Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers is going to come back. We got past the Packers, so we'll be fine, hopefully. We'll probably go... My Chiefs will be fine. Hopefully they will be fine. I mean, we got past the Packers. Didn't beat the Ravens, though. We lost to one of the teams we did. I thought we would lose to, the Bills. So we're currently 5-4. But never mind that. The Seahawks are playing the Packers. Packers haven't had their bye yet. That's going to be week 13, I believe. So if they win, their record will be 8-2, and the Seahawks will fall to I forget what their record is. Hold on. They're currently 3-5, so it'll be 3-6. There you go, all the way back down there. Yeah, so I'm picking the Packers. Seahawks will be 3-6. Packers will be 8-2. Coming off this here. The Philadelphia Eagles take on the Denver Broncos, and it's gonna be Denver. I mean, the Chargers beat the Eagles. And Denver just had a huge win against the Dallas Cowboys, so yeah, I think it's going to be the Broncos for this one. They'll be 6-4. Wait. Yeah, they're 5-4, right? Yeah, they're 5-4, so they'll be 6-4 after this. And the Eagles, they will fall to 4-6. Hold on, let's see. They'll be 3-7 after this. So yeah, I'm picking the Broncos. The Kansas City Chiefs take on the Las Vegas Raiders at Allegiant Stadium. And it's going to be the Chiefs against the Raiders. And the Chiefs will be 6-4. And the Raiders will have the tiebreaker over them, so they'll be 5-4 after this week, because they've already had their bye. Our bye is week 12, so that's like near Thanksgiving. So yeah, I'm picking the Chiefs. Monday night, we have the Los Angeles Rams taking on the San Francisco 49ers, and it's going to be the Rams. Though they did lose in an embarrassing fashion to the Tennessee Titans, the 49ers are completely nothing right now, because they're currently 3-5, right? Yeah, they are 3-5, and the Rams are currently 7-2, so they'll be 8-2 after this week. And the Niners will fall to 3-6, respectfully. So, yeah. After week 14, every team will have a bye. So, week 15 is where all the teams have the same number of games played. So, those are my predictions for Week 10. We'll see you guys next week when we do Week 11. And I'm also working on a collab entry for the vid game, so that'll come out very, very soon. I'm currently working on it. So, yeah, we'll see you guys next week when we cover Week 11.